And good Wednesday morning to you. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather. As we begin our Wednesday morning, can you believe we made it to Hump Day already? Moving fast as we head toward Memorial Day weekend. Now, keep this in mind as we all do our travels of wherever you've got to go for the weekend. Probably starting about today, the Mississippi Highway Patrol will be out in full force as they bring in these weekends of holidays to try to cut back on accidents. So it'll be a lot of what do they call those, holiday cards handed out. So watch that. Drive a little slower. Pay attention to the speed limit no matter where you're going. And watch those signs there because the Highway Patrol will be out no matter what state you're in. That's a given today. As we begin today, I posted this just a little bit ago. Make sure tonight, we'll talk more about this coming up, but make sure you look up tonight. This is going to be the moon that is up in the sky tonight. And they call that the blood moon, I think is what they call it, a super blood moon. So you should be able to see that tonight. Maybe I haven't, it was dark when I was outside earlier, and I didn't pay close attention. I was looking down, me and my puppy dog there, I didn't pay attention. So I should have looked up to see what it looked like already. But that's coming up tonight, so make sure you take a look at that. That ought to be gorgeous. Make some great pictures anyway. On another note, and sad note, and we begin today with a thought of prayer. I don't know if you've seen this yet as we go to the story that broke late yesterday afternoon in Clark County. Clark County Hot Topics put this out. A juvenile, we'll say a teenager possibly, I don't know the exact age, but it's listed as juvenile, was involved in a ATV accident in Enterprise yesterday. The person that was the passenger was airlifted to a hospital. So keep them. This is the ATV that turned over. Keep them in your thought. I don't know the condition as of this morning, but you have to either think if this was your child or your grandchild or someone that you knew close that was hurt, that it's got to be rough on the family. So keep them in your thoughts today as you begin it, because that's a very serious matter. We pray for them. We certainly hope that a full recovery is coming. That's one of the headlines that is local this morning, so make sure to keep them in your thought. And as yesterday marked the anniversary of George Floyd's death in Portland, as we wake up this morning, I almost kind of saw this in advance of what was going to happen. Portland's in flames again. Last night, rioters took to the streets and set things on fire, and as you'll see here, they busted out windows once again. I totally don't understand this. I don't get it at all. But that's one of the things that was happening across America last night. Keep that in mind. 61 right now as you're waking up, and there is a chance of rain in that forecast that we'll tell you about here in just a moment there. Could get some wet stuff later this afternoon. So, be ready for that. As we turn our thoughts, if you've got any thoughts of maybe selling your home, moving, before you do that, I want you to talk to my good friends at Snowden & Company Real Estate right here in Meridian. You can talk to Amanda by calling 453-3937, and she'll help you out. There's so much that can be done that gets you the most for your property as you get ready to do this. Maybe you're looking for a home. Either way, talk to Amanda and her great team of staff that'll help you out and pick the home that you need. If you're getting ready to sell, the demand is high right now. Talk to them. Inventory is at an all-time low, and they can work with you to get the most for your piece of property, your home. One of the biggest investments you'll ever do. Selling your home is a really, really big deal. They have extraordinary marketing strategy. They have skilled negotiations. They pay attention to the detail that will help you out. You can visit them online at snowdenrealestate.com, or you can see them there on Poplar Springs Drive. They're right down from where News Restaurant is on the corner there. They specialize in homes in Lauderdale, Kemper, Newton, Neshoba, Clark County, all these areas. Now, they'll be open today through 5 p.m., Saturdays by appointment only, and closed on Sundays. So whichever the case you need there. Talk to Snowden & Company when it's time to sell. See Amanda. She'll help you, and let her or any of her friendly staff help you out when it comes to buying or selling your home. Again, located on Poplar Springs Drive here in Meridian. Talk to the professionals. They'll help you there a whole lot. A big thank you to her. Good morning to you. I hope you're feeling good. It is Wednesday. It's always great to have a Wednesday. I like those. It means we've made it about halfway through that week, and we're headed toward some great times with the weekend for some relaxation. All right, let's turn to the weather this morning.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
All right, let's first look at radar of what's live going on this morning across the nation this morning. As we pull this up, the Meridian area, no rain here, but look out to our west there. Right past, as you get past Monroe and head towards Shreveport on I-20, there's some rain there. As we zoom up here closer here, we'll go up in northern Mississippi. Already some light showers up here to the northwest of Starkville, to the west of Tupelo. That's going to put these showers right there at Spring Hill, Mississippi, just to the northwest of Greenwood. As we go back across here, as I said, here's Monroe, Louisiana, and the rain gets heavy right there at Ruston, Louisiana. I've stopped there and ate several times. Great place there to pull in. Shreveport. Been some heavy rain across there over to Marshall, Texas this morning. Texarkana has got some flash flood warnings today as well. Now, again, we're expecting a 30% chance of showers in this area this afternoon. I would say somewhere between 3 and 5. So that's what we're expecting if you've got something going on. Otherwise, it'll be partly sunny, but that's what we're expecting there. As we get up near the Arkansas area this morning, we're showing some signs of dense fog if you've got to go that direction or have family members out that way. Now, let's back this out and look at the chance of severe weather, because there is some severe weather that is out there today. It won't really affect us, but it's out to our northwest there as we pull this up. And serious weather. As we look here up toward Washington, D.C., they're at a level 2 here, up through Vermont there. This is what is concerned, and this is what's brought this 30% chance of showers upon us today. As we look at the scope of this bad weather, it's just a slight chance of rain for us. But as we go here, you've got a level 2 through Kansas and Omaha, and even down through parts of Texas here. But as you zoom in on this, Kansas, pretty serious, but when you get right on this here in Nebraska, in the upper portion of Kansas here, this has moved up to a level 4 here for possibility of tornadic activity this afternoon. All eyes will be watching this, so if you've got friends, neighbors in this area, a little town there called Mascot, Nebraska, also Marengo, Nebraska, and as you go down in here, Norway, Kansas. So that's who we'll watch today for the extreme bad weather. Now, as we move forward looking at severe weather, let me zoom back on that where you can see that again a little bit closer there. There's a map of the U.S. As we go to tomorrow's outlook, it changes a little bit and it moves this over. This is going to be a 3 through the Missouri areas. That bad weather shifts east. Again, due north of the Meridian area, north of Memphis. It's going to be primarily through Oklahoma and Missouri tomorrow. A little bit of Arkansas there. And we go to day 3 and look at the outlook of severe weather. It calms down a good bit, and it'll be just north of Meridian as we go up here, and this will be a 1. This is going to be Kemper County here, and this will be Neshoba County being included in this 3 days from now. And again, that's 3 days out. We'll watch that. That stretches all the way from New Mexico all the way to Virginia. We'll watch that closely as all of this comes about. So something to eye on, to keep an eye on. The weekend looks great as we head toward Memorial Day. And again, don't forget what that's all about. There will be a ceremony in downtown Meridian on Monday morning at 10 a.m. at the Doughboy Monument. I hope you can attend, or at least if you're tied up and you're at work or whatever the case may be, remember those. It's a very important day. All right, let's focus in and say some good mornings on some folks that are up in Adam today. Ashley Upton, how are you today? Thank you for watching. I do appreciate that. Miss Claudine Baskin joins us, along with Miss Sylvia Stewart, Miss Donna Roseman. Janice Bounds is watching, along with Miss Terry Ray. Good Wednesday morning to you also. Red Haney is joining us, along with Denise Sweet. J.T. Rigdon, how are you, my friend? Milton Savell, Terry Carter, Miss Bree Packer. Good morning and happy hump day, she says, along with Donna Sue. I'm glad you joined us as well. Don't forget, coming up at 8, we'll be drawing this morning for those tickets to the Chad Prather show that's going to be in Forest on Thursday night with Scotty Ray and Candace. That'll happen here in just a little bit. All right, let's dig a little deeper into what the National Weather Service is passing along for us today. Let's take a look at the record highs and record lows that were on this date. It was 1964 that we set our high record of 96 degrees. And the humidity, and I know y'all have felt this, it's when you go outside, you get sticky. We've had lots of that. 1979, our low was 42 degrees. So 1979 for the last 2 to 3 days has been a record-setting day. So it's been extremely cold back in 79 on this date. Don't remember it, as I mentioned yesterday. As we move forward, this is our forecast for today. We're not going to quite make 90 today because of that rain chance that has moved into the forecast with a 30% chance. Now, Meridian, we're going to sit at about 88 degrees up through Scuba. And as we get over toward Philadelphia and Louisville, about 87 to 86 somewhere around Louisville. As we go south to Laurel, they'll keep right in line with the Meridian area, Hattiesburg around 88 degrees. As we move further to the southwest, Natchez, what a beautiful town. They're looking at about 86 degrees today. As we step across, let's go across the Bama state line and welcome all of our friends in from there. York, Alabama. These areas, y'all are expecting still to be right on that 90-degree mark all the way over to Demopolis up through Tuscaloosa. Even Birmingham tapping that 91 degrees there. And as we go to the southwest corner of Alabama over near Troy, they'll hit 92 in those areas. Great looking area there. I don't know if you've ever visited there. All right, as we move forward to look at more forecast stuff here, this is what we're looking at from the National Hurricane Center today. And again, all of this begins next week. But we've had some activity over the last few days, is why I've gone ahead and included this every day. No activity this morning when it comes to the Hurricane Center, which is good. Again, we prepare for this begin through June. We've got 3 months of that, the possibility of activity with that. We'll watch this every day for you to let you know, and hopefully this stuff will stay away from the Gulf, and it just won't pick on Louisiana and Mississippi anymore this year. As we look across of what to expect for the next 10 days, this is our forecast of what we've got. The Meridian area, as you'll look at this, is going to stay in the normal area there. South Mississippi, possibly a little bit cooler in some temperatures in Texas. Extreme hot out here through Nevada and California in those areas. But our immediate area here across Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia is par for the course in the normal zone is what we'll call it. All right, now let's pull up what we've got for our 7-day forecast. As we look at closer today of what we've got, 87 to 88 is going to be our high with a 30% chance of showers. And again, this will mainly pop in between 3 and 5 this afternoon. So if you've got clothes put on the line, you can keep them out to somewhere around 2:30, I'd say. You might want to get them after that because they might get wet. After this passes, just a mere slight chance tomorrow for that Thursday chance, a 90% chance. As we move into end the week, we'll increase to a 40% chance of showers after 11 o'clock here on Friday. So after lunch on Friday afternoon. And then as it goes into that night, we still have a 40% chance of, let me back up there before it moves away there. 40% chance on Friday night as we move into Saturday morning there. So it's going to be a little wet there. Possibility of getting that. It's not the biggest chance, but we are going to get some showers out of this before it's all said and done. As that chance of rain moves in between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. And then as we get into the afternoon on Saturday, we'll most likely have showers coming in late in the afternoon. But all that changes as we move into Sunday. If you'll look at that, it's starting to look better there as we get to Sunday and we move into Memorial Day there. Only a slight chance of a shower there. That's great news. It's going to be a lot of barbecues and people getting together to enjoy themselves to celebrate an American tradition of Memorial Day. Very important day for our history, and I hope that will be remembered. As we look ahead through June 9th, our temperatures are going to be somewhere in those upper 80s and nighttime lows in the 60s all the way through June 9th. Can you believe we're already talking June 9th? This year, that puts us next week when we roll into this, halfway through the year? Wow. And who's one of those that keeps up with Christmas, that starts counting it down? Can't believe that's even in my thoughts there, that Christmas is getting that close. But it is, believe it or not. Years seem to fly by. I remember as a kid that being told that they would, and I'm starting to be a believer in that nowadays. It's just zap. Weeks go by, and you try to keep up with it, and it's a little bit harder each day. Good morning to Miss Flora Overstreet. Thank you for joining in. Also, Miss Joyce Godwin joining in there from the great state of Tennessee. Up in Porterville, we do a salute to Miss LaWanda Grantham, watching in from downtown Porterville, Mississippi. Again, thank you for coming by. We're going to be giving away the tickets here in just a little while when Candace joins me at 8 this morning for the Chad Prather Show. And a lot of folks are going to be with him. Ira Dean's going to be there and some other singers over in Forest, Mississippi, that Coliseum that they've got there in Scott County. So that's coming up this week. Also, we'll be remember the guy that was against that was in American Idol not long ago? It was The Voice, Thunderstorm. They're going to be coming to Meridian. We'll have some tickets to give away to that also. So look for some things happening. We'll have all that for you, and we'll go live this morning as well on Me TV. That's coming up at 8 a.m. with Scotty Ray and Candace. I hope you'll join us. And as always, if you've got a community event that's going to be taking place, inbox me. Let us know about it so we can talk about it and pass that information on. It's always something good in the community I sometimes slip up and don't know about. So if you'll inbox me, I'll be glad to talk about that for you and pass along that information so we can get more folks out to your neighborhood to enjoy it. Again, it's going to be a gorgeous day. I think you're going to like what we have to do. And as I've mentioned so many times, this hot weather is sweltering. And if your air conditioning is not working right, let our friends here at Sanders Gas help you out. If your unit, and I replaced one not long ago because it had just died at my mother's. It was just over and done with. They can do that. If there's just, it's been worked on and there's no help for it, they can do that. But maybe yours has just had, when you mow grass and all of this gets in these coils, every now and then you got to get cleaned out, and they can do that for you. They can get it tuned up for about $69.99, get you taken care of, check your Freon level, and if your air conditioner breaks down, they can come out and do same-day service for you to keep you cool, because it's just not nice in Mississippi and Alabama to be hung without air conditioning. Talk to our friends again at Sanders Gas, 693-1212. They'll help you out with any of your air conditioning needs. See them today. They'll help you, and you'll be glad that you done that. Again, thank you for dropping by. I do appreciate it. Miss Gail Gafford joins in also from the west side of Porterville this morning. We appreciate that. And we'll see you back here in just a little bit, beginning at 8 a.m. to go live with all the current events that are going on in the Meridian area as we get ready for Memorial Day weekend. Thank you for joining. I do appreciate it, and I'll talk to you very soon as we get the stories and headlines ready for you here at Scotty Ray's Weather. Thanks a bunch.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by